I can't believe I ended up hospitalized. My name is Kazuto Maebara. I work at a terrible company, and I'm an IT engineer. Between responding to customers and being chased by deadlines, I've been working overtime for many days in a row. It was only natural that I would get sick. Well, I guess I'll take the opportunity to get some rest.
Excuse me? Hello, Mr. Maebara.
It's the nurse. She's a really beautiful woman.
My name is Minase. I'll be the nurse looking after you.
Thank you very much. So, a beautiful nurse is going to be looking after me. If she's also a nice person, then it would be the best.
Let's get you feeling better so that you can be discharged as soon as possible.
Yes. Is it just me, or is she glaring at me? Her words are nice, but her expression is scary.
Well then, let's get you an IV drip.
It's my first time getting a drip, but it doesn't hurt, does it?
Yes, it's not scary at all. You'll be able to relax in an instant.
A drip that's going to make me relax in an instant isn't scary?
That was just a joke. It's not going to hurt, so please don't worry. See, look, I'm smiling.
Even though you're smiling, it's actually very scary for you to be holding a needle with such an intense smile.
Well then, here I go.
So, I was worried about a lot of things, but Miss Minase very carefully inserted the IV into me. She's a very cold person, but she definitely has the skills. Maybe she's just not friendly, but she's not that scary?
Is something wrong?
Oh, not at all. I guess I was just admiring the way you work, Miss Minase. I'm really glad that you're the nurse looking after me.
Is that so? You're a strange person.
As she said that, Miss Minase left the room. Her cheeks were a little bit red. I wonder if she was blushing. What an adorable person. I was still a little bit scared of her, but I had a feeling that Miss Minase and I would be able to get along. Even after that, Miss Minase came to my hospital room. Thanks to her, I felt like my body was steadily recovering. Well, we haven't been able to get along much better though. Miss Minase, she only talks about the bare minimum necessary. Alright, today, I'm gonna try to talk to her more than usual. Not long after that, Miss Minase arrived to my hospital room.
Mr. Maebara, it's time to take your temperature.
Thank you very much. All the time.
It's nothing. I'm not doing anything that deserves any thanks.
That's not true. Thanks to you, I know that I'm steadily recovering here.
You really are a strange person.
Oh, she's blushing again. It's not that Miss Minase isn't warm. When I tried talking to her, she would show me different kinds of expressions.
What is it? Please don't stare at me like that.
I'm sorry. Oh, the thermometer just rang.
You have a normal temperature. By the way, Mr. Maebara, have you not gotten very much sleep recently?
That's correct, but how did you know that?
While I was on the night shift, I could see you tossing and turning in your bed, and I see you yawning in the daytime, too. Do you have any idea why you're not able to sleep? Like perhaps stress related to the hospital?
I think it's more stressful for me to be at work. I'm always being chased by deadlines at work, and overtime is a given. If you make any mistakes or get any complaints, then you have to work on your days off. Sleeping in this hospital bed? I'm much happier.
Is that so? That sounds like a difficult workplace. Well then, perhaps there's a different reason for your sleepiness. I'll discuss it with the doctor. What is it? Why are you grinning?
Nothing. I was just thinking about how amazing it is that you really look after your patients.
This is just normal.
This isn't normal. You're a very kind and reliable nurse, Miss Minase.
Thanks. Well then, I still have other work to do, so...
She swiftly said that and then left my room. She really is a good nurse, though. At first, I misunderstood her just based on her outer expression, but she really is a kind and wonderful person. I wonder when I'll get to talk to her next. By the time I realized, talking to Miss Minase became my biggest excitement of my stay in the hospital.
Did I get a compliment? Even though I'm a cold failure as a nurse, I'm kind? Even though my smile is emotionless and everybody calls me scary, I'm reliable? This is the first time a patient has ever said that to me. I see. That means Mr. Maybara is satisfied by my nursing. Wait, silly me, what am I getting so excited about? I'm sure Mr. Maybara is just nice to anybody. That's definitely it. I know that already, but I can't help but smile. Minase, what are you smiling about? Miss Shinagi, I'm not smiling. I totally thought that you were happy that you were able to flirt with Mr. Maybara. Huh? Definitely not. You're scaring me, Minase. That's right. I need to go change a patient's drip. Bye! Oh, come on. You're driving me crazy, Miss Shinagi. Her name is Aki Shinagi. She's a senior nurse at this hospital. And unlike me, she was very bright and always smiling. She was good at her job. And she was good at communicating with her patients, too. If only I could be friendly, like Miss Shinagi, maybe I could have more confidence in myself. Because of my unfriendly attitude, I understood that I was making some of the patients uncomfortable. Maybe that's why, when I felt like I was needed by Mr. Maybara, I was really happy. Look at me, I was thinking about Mr. Maybara again! His smile floats into my mind. I feel a slight warmth in my cheeks as I went back to my position.
It was on my way back from going to the shop. I heard a loud voice coming from a room that I passed by, and I couldn't help but stop.
I'm sorry.
That voice. Miss Minase?
Is that the face of an apology? You're just standing there!
But I...
Whatever. Go get me a different nurse.
Yes, sir.
After the conversation was cut off, Miss Minase came out of that hospital room. She didn't notice me as she started walking towards the nurse center. Miss Minase? Her face was different from usual, and she looked down.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a nurse, even though it was my dream ever since I was a little girl.
Miss Minase.
Mr. Maybara, what are you doing here? Oh, please, go back to your room.
I'll go back once you smile again, Miss Minase.
Were you watching me get yelled at earlier?
I'm sorry. I just happened to see it, but please don't glare at me.
Well, fine. It happens pretty frequently. Ever since I was little, I wasn't friendly, and everybody often misunderstood me. Just like before, I get told that I'm being angry, or people get scared of me. I'm a nurse, but I make patients uncomfortable. I'm not cut out for this, am I?
I think you're a great nurse.
What?
You notice the smallest little changes in my health. You are a reliable nurse that really cares for your patients, Miss Minase. I want you to nurse me in this hospital, from now on. Forever.
Mr. Maybara, you really are a strange person.
Is that so?
You are, but thank you very much. I feel a little bit better now.
Oh, there it is. You're finally smiling.
What do you mean? I also smile, you know.
Sorry.
Sheesh. Anyway, please go back to your room so you can get some rest.
Yes, I'll go do that.
Were you being serious earlier?
Earlier?
When you said that you want me to nurse you from now on, forever.
Of course I was.
Is that so? Thank you very much. Well then, I will be taking care of you even more than I was before.
Miss Minase, your smile is a little bit scary right now.
I won't let any other nurses besides me lay one finger on you.
And what you're saying is also scary.
Until you're discharged from the hospital, I will be taking care of you with everything I have. I hope you're ready. Yes.
Miss Minase had a creepy smile on her face as she headed back into the hospital. I was genuinely happy that she was in charge of me, but that slightly obsessive seeming part of her was a little bit scary. Is this going to be okay? From that day forward, only Miss Minase came into my hospital room.
Mr. Maybara, it's time to take your temperature.
Yes, thank you.
Why are you smiling so much?
Because I was happy to see you, Miss Minase. I guess.
Is that so?
Her words were short, but I could see a smile crack on her lips. I felt like she said something a little scary the other day, but it turns out I was overthinking it.
Your temperature is normal. How are you feeling today?
Thanks to you, I'm feeling much better.
You really are a strange person, Mr. Mabara.
Do you think so? She's kind and beautiful, and when she smiles every so often, she's cute. I realized that before I knew it, I'd fallen for her. Then one day, in a rare occurrence, a nurse that wasn't Miss Minase came into my hospital room.
Mr. Mabara, today we're going to collect some blood.
Oh, thank you. If I remember correctly, you're Miss Shinagi, right?
Yes, I'm going to give you a shot, so bear with me.
Yes. I wonder if Miss Minase is off today.
You seem a little down. Are you disappointed that I'm not Minase?
What? No, that's not what I...
I'm just joking. She is actually stuck with another patient right now, so she hasn't been able to leave. That's why I came in her place.
I see.
So anyway, I'm going to give you your shot. It's going to prick.
Okay. Isn't that Miss Minase in the doorway of my room? And she's glaring at me a lot without saying a word?
There you go. We're done. You did a great job. Well done, Mr. Mabara. It's not well done at all. Whoa, Minase?
Is it just me? Or are you angry?
No, not at all. It's just that even though I told him I wasn't going to let anybody else take care of him, I wasn't a fan of Mr. Mabara just now, who seemed very happy to have a different nurse giving him his medical needs.
So you are angry! Miss Shinagi, help me! Wait, where did she go? There you are! How did you get over there so fast?
I finished collecting blood, so I'm going to go back now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, don't run away!
Mr. Mabara, don't look at her. Look at me.
I'm sorry!
You let a nurse that wasn't me give you a shot, didn't you? That's cheating.
Cheating? But what do you mean?
You swore that in sickness and in health you would only receive my nursing care.
What is that reaction? She suddenly became like a little kid. That was way too cute. It's not cheating or anything like that. You were busy, Miss Minase. So Miss Shinagi came and gave me the shot in your place.
What? So that's what happened?
Yes! That's what she said!
Miss Shinagi, she was just following up for me? Just because it was Miss Shinagi, I forgive you. But you can't change over to another nurse, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Miss Minase said with a scary face, and left my hospital room. Miss Minase today was pretty scary, but if she really was just jealous, then that makes me happy. But wait, obviously that's not the case, I said to myself. But there was a small part of me that had a little bit of hope about it.
This is bad. This definitely means that I have feelings for Mr. Mabara. What do I do? When it comes to Mr. Mabara, I can't control my feelings. Even just now, there must be something wrong with me to get that angry just because Miss Shinagi gave him a shot. Why is it that I'm so bad at expressing my emotions? Hi, Miss Shinagi. Oh, Minase. Hey there. Miss Shinagi, I wanted to apologize about earlier. I didn't realize that you were following up for me when I was busy. Yeah, you're welcome. So, do you have a crush on Mr. Mabara? What? What did you just say? Oh, I knew it. It's rare for you to have your feelings on your face like that, so I was wondering. I don't think I'm that easy to read. No, you're way too easy to read. So what is it about him that you like? Are you teasing me? No, I just wanted to gossip a little bit. Why don't you tell me? Well, fine, but, in the beginning, I just wanted to get back to him after what he did for me. What did he do for you? Because I'm not good at being friendly. You know how I always give people a bad impression? The other day I received a complaint from a patient because of that reason, and I was feeling really down that maybe I wasn't cut out for this job that's always been my dream. But then Mr. Mabara cheered me up, and he told me that I was kind and a reliable nurse. And he wanted me to take care of him from now on too. That's what he said to me. And I want to continue this job that I love so much. Thanks to Mr. Mabara, I was able to feel that. That's why he saved me, and I want to give back to him. And so I became his designated nurse. If I take care of him a lot, I thought that maybe he would be happy about that. But then, before I knew it, I guess I had fallen for him. Wait a minute. What's the matter? No, you realize that that's not giving back to him at all. What? It's not? Not at all. What is a designated nurse? It's almost like an obsessive nurse from hell. It's scary. An obsessive nurse from hell? First of all, taking care of the patient is our daily job, isn't it? Just by doing that, I don't think that you would be able to convey your feelings to Mr. Mabara. That's a good point. You are so clumsy with people, Manase. Listen, I'm about to give you some serious advice. I think you should tell him honestly how you feel about him. At the very least, you should put into words that you're grateful. But why is that? Maybe because you're not very good at facing your own feelings, Manase. It's okay. Even if you can't smile, well, I know that you can tell him how you feel because the power of words is amazing. Miss Shinagi, thank you very much. I'm going to try that. Well, if I were you, I would just ask him out already. How did you jump that far ahead? Because a secret love between a nurse and patient? That's so interesting, isn't it? I knew it. You are teasing me. Don't glare at me like that. You're wasting your beauty. Well then, good luck.
Miss Shinagi was smiling as she waved her hand and walked out of the room.
The power of words, huh? Why do I feel like Miss Shinagi is setting me up? But if I put it into words, is he going to understand how I feel? Maybe I can try it.
Time went by quickly, and before I knew it, my time in the hospital was coming to an end.
Looks like you're going to be discharged soon. Congratulations. I am going to be sad. I wish you could stay here forever.
Well, that would be a problem, but the reason why I'm able to be discharged is because you looked after me so well, Miss Minase. Miss Minase, thank you very much for everything until now.
Mr. Mabara, I should also be the one thanking you.
What? But I didn't do anything.
Before, when I was being yelled at by a patient and I was feeling down and you cheered me up. Ever since I was a little girl, doing this job had always been my dream. When I was younger, I was always sick and I was constantly going in and out of the hospital. I could barely go to school and I couldn't make any friends either. And the only person who became my playmate during that time was one nurse. She was always smiling and so nice. Even though I was full of anxiety living in the hospital, just having her beside me, I could relax. And that's why it was always my dream to become a lovely nurse like her. But I'm always getting yelled at by patients or they're scared of me, and I wasn't able to become a nurse like her. I was starting to think that this job that I dreamed of, I wasn't cut out for it. But then, thanks to your words, I was able to let that go. Because you told me that I was a great nurse. That's why I'll be able to continue working hard in this job.
I didn't know that. I definitely think that you're a great nurse, Miss Minase, and I can guarantee that.
Thank you very much. Actually...
Yes?
Actually, there is one more feeling that I wanted to tell you.
Yes? What is it?
Even after you leave the hospital, I want to be beside you. And I want to keep taking care of you.
What?
I like you, and I want to date you.
What?
Of course you wouldn't want to, right? Someone this unfriendly and not cute like me.
That's not it. I was just shocked. Because I like you too, Miss Minase.
No way. Really?
Yes. Because you're so kind, and you're so beautiful.
But I'm not friendly, you know.
The part of you where you're not great with words, that's also cute. Miss Minase, I like you, so please, be by my side, from now until forever.
Yes, thank you very much.
And so, that's how we ended up together. After I was discharged from the hospital, I went back to work at my terrible company, and I decided to start looking for a new job. From now on, I want to leave work on time and treasure the time that I spend with Miss Minase. That's what I thought, and that's why I decided to change jobs. And then, after dating for 2 months, we moved in together.
Mr. Mabara, you're going to catch a cold after a bath. Please make sure you dress warm. Or do you want me to warm you up?
Miss Minase?
I told you, didn't I, that even after you leave the hospital that I would take care of you by your side forever. Because I'm your designated nurse girlfriend, okay?
My designated nurse girlfriend? What are those power words? That's way too cute. I never could have imagined that you would like to be babied like this.
Only to you, Mr. Mabara. Also, our one other promise, do you remember it?
Promise?
The promise that you won't let anybody else besides me take care of you. No more cheating, okay?
Miss Minase was the same as usual. She was kind and thoughtful, a cute and wonderful woman, and a little bit easily jealous.